To the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Interpret the message as it always best resonates with you. I know that you guys know this already, but what I always notice too is the energy always goes to the person that needs to hear the message. If person's really obsessive and nervous, especially on this channel, because on this channel, I like to look at everything. We don't just look at what goes on the surface. We look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. Now, if you're new to the channel, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box below. If you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to be open to getting a shadow reading. You got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is the underlying energy of why everyone does what they do. It's not the hidden truths. Well, it actually is part of the hidden truth. To be honest with you, it's not conscious, you know? Okay, so let's see what that word is. It's insecurity. It's funny. It's like, I feel like you're connected to someone when they first met you. They felt like you were insecure, and now they're feeling like they're insecure. I feel as if your person doesn't assert themselves with you because they feel as if you're confident. There's a part of them that deliberately goes out of their way to try to make you feel not as confident. And I feel like that's a trigger for you because it's like they're trying to make you feel insecure. It doesn't make you feel insecure, it's more of an annoyance. And they don't really know why they do it. I think that they're used to being with subservient people that tend to like do what they say. They need to, again, be made to feel as if they're more important. I feel as if when you speak to this person, you're very direct. And this person has a lot of wounds that they haven't healed. So, though there's a lot of attraction, there's chemistry, there's also a lot of like triggers, which make this person feel insecure, which is why they try to unconsciously make you feel insecure. And I feel like they've been playing this game for a long time with you, and what they're realizing is it's not working, and that they look foolish is what it's just the underlining energy. Now we're going to take a peek and see what's actually going on. I'm going to just take 3 hidden truths. You came closest to me than anyone. It's like this person wanted to make changes, but then they continue to change, to believe that they couldn't. There was real feelings. There still is real feelings. I love you. I feel like this person doesn't want to seem vulnerable. They don't want to seem weak. They don't want to come back and apologize. I am becoming a better person. And there's almost like, and now I feel like this is just an emotional feeling. This isn't really what they think. But part of them is like, I just need someone like you because I don't really feel like I can recover. But they know that there isn't going to be anyone like that. And it's because of the betrayal. And also, like, there's a sense of they don't think that you're ever going to be able to see them any different. Like, that you're just going to see them still like as a disappointment. They showed you a mask part of themselves and not really their true self. So they completely doubt that you will even give them a second chance. That's really, but the thing is, now they've kind of isolated themselves, and they're the part of them that can't really date because they feel like you're their person. See, this person continues to sabotage themselves in relationships. They don't show up for themselves. And so in a relationship, a lot of times they just don't um, they can't really fully connect. And the reason why is because they don't really want to give anything. There's always a sense of them needing to elevate themselves in order to feel better about themselves. And the reason, like almost like I have a one up on you. Like instead of just being in the relationship, it's like you're not in competition with this person, but somehow because it's you, every time they get back into your vicinity, it like makes them almost makes them feel like they're not good enough. And then they get triggered to actually like feel like they're in competition with you. That's the energy, which is crazy. And they don't know why, what happened. They just know it doesn't feel good. I'm listening to my higher self now. My higher self is guiding me. So again, like you would trigger this person's ego, like again, because that's where all the wounds are. So it's almost like what they've realized is that now they get caught up in the game that you're not really, doing anything. You're not like coming back to this person. You're not doing anything like they would have to actually change. And so part of them is like, I don't think I could even fix it. And that part of that is again, I don't really want to do the work because I'm afraid to do the work. I'm afraid to change. But there is a sense that I can't let this connection go either, which is why they're listening to their intuition. There are messages being exchanged through music and movies. So it's again, this person like sees a lot of signs and synchronicities. It's almost like they feel like this is a divine connection and probably is to help create healing for this person. Um, the universe works through people and situations and experiences to help us heal. And it really not until this person got by themselves were they really willing to like look. It's like at how they treated you on like why they have a problem in relationships. I feel like I don't deserve your love. It's again, so they're continually like afraid of abandonment. I'm worried like once you see who I am, you're not gonna like me. And that's again that what person's afraid of commitment because every time they really let somebody in, people are like, I don't really like who you are. And I feel like it's because their character isn't that great. To be honest with you, they disrespect people. They go into the relationship like cocky and not emotionally giving anything and being stubborn and holding back and you know, not changing until it's like almost like too late, not fixing anything. And it's like, well, because this person feels like they're a disappointment. So, but it's like because on some level they were told that they have the fear of abandonment. So even now it's like, I'll let you in, but I'm going to be waiting for you to leave me because that's what always happens. Instead of why does that always happen? And what I see is that they emotionally don't give. So if you don't emotionally give, you don't really form enough an emotional attachment. So then you're not really caring as much for something. So this person again disregarded you, wanted you to feel that way. I feel like they overcompensated in actually doing that. They were trying to do that to kind of take you down a notch instead of again actually being in a relationship. So this is the way that they kind of sabotage the connection. um Please contact me. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. So this person again knows that they have a closed heart chakra and they know that they have to do it, but still it's like you need to do this for me because I can't do it for myself. And so staying connected to someone like that, obviously you wouldn't get anything because they're like, I want to be in a relationship with you, but you have to do all the work because I don't want to hurt myself. So they're like, that's not what a relationship is. And so you have to say, well, why would I attract a person like this into my life? Why would I think that this person was my soulmate? And well, a lot of times we don't know whether it's a soulmate, a past karmic mate, or whatever. We just know that there's a spiritual connection when a person feels like home. And so a lot of times a person feels like home, but that means that you met them in a past life, didn't learn the lesson, coming back into this life again, getting another crack at it. So a lot of times what happens is we move too fast within our relationships. So which is what this person was hoping. That's why I said they tend to connect to like people that are, that they don't really have to do much for. And those people are in balance too, because anyone that's going to put up with that, they don't care about themselves, right? This was a real deal, and it triggered this person to like go into competition, where again, then it's like the other people, they need to elevate themselves and make those people stay to seem more desirable. And it's all about their fear of abandonment, feeling like they're not good enough. So again, overwhelmed, like I feel like you grew up in an environment where what you saw love was overwhelming. It wasn't really, it didn't depict unconditional love. It was like maybe all encompassing and full of drama and just, or you did feel like maybe you have a trouble also. I feel like for some of you, you have a trouble accepting love because you didn't come from an environment that gave you love freely and openly. So there's a sense of like when you get it, you get overwhelmed with it, overstimulated because it brings out emotions and feelings that you haven't dealt with. You have unhealed healing that needs to be, you have unhealed trauma that needs to be integrated, which is another reason why we would get overwhelmed. Because what is overwhelmed? It's a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions. I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed by like emotion. That's almost like a freeze response. And truth, finding your truth, being able to live your truth. Like this person, like again, wanted to knock you off your high horse per se in order for them to feel good about themselves. So again, this would never work because it would require you not to live your truth. And I believe that this made you actually, this person being the way that they did, how they treated you, how they were to you, has made you be like, you know what, I really know what I want. And though I at one point I really thought that I wanted you, the way that you are and what I want don't really match because I would have to like sell myself short in order to compensate for your imbalance. For growing up in an environment where you weren't able to live your truth. Sometimes we grew up in like imbalanced environments as children. We try to hide that, protect that. We don't want our, family's business exposed all over the place. So we're going to again compensate for it. So not living one truth and needing to find the one truth so that you're not overwhelmed by other people's feelings, other people's lives, other people's problems, other people. We can stay in our truth and say, well, that's maybe your truth. That's not my truth. That's not what I want from my life because you are afraid that everyone's going to leave you because you're not good enough. Then you need to do healings. It's again and about giving yourself the love, giving yourself love because for damn sure this person's not capable of giving you love, especially if they already think that your life is too good. I don't really need to do that. You're like, I like you, but I would like you better if you were like this way, already trying to change you because again, they don't feel comfortable. That's not again what love is. It's like it's then we have to really give ourselves the love and then so that we can do that by giving ourselves joy, being like a child. That's what it says here, right? You say, well, if I'm not going to be in that and I need to be true to myself, how? The spirit says, be like a child. I discovered joy in the simplicities of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, creating them, not immaterial. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. So it's about finding joy in your everyday life and making joyous experiences. And by being like a child, going out and discovering, exploring, see actually what interests you, inspires you. Give yourself that love. You'll be a magnet for love. And because this person is like they're not capable. They're emotionally not available. And I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know whether you resonated with us, and I will talk to you soon.